Jaden. Man, I have happy muscles. That's right. The water bowl.
I know. I know with mine.
All right. Sorry about that.
My name didn't make the cut.
No, you're actually not on the team. UCLA. Let's go.
Oh, I got it.
We good?
I'm looking for my name.
Beans. Okay.
Just turn around, write your name.
That's fine.
I don't need a name tag.
Yeah. Everyone knows who you looked at.
Last one.
Thank you.
All right, we are joined by NCAA Volleyball, head coach Ray Bouchard, Carolyn Crawford, Kennedy Ferris, and Jane Mosher. Coach, you can start with an opening statement.
Yeah, it's a thrill to advance against a really good team and a really good coach and a really good staff from Creighton. And we knew they would fight hard regardless if they've had some adversity as of late, but we knew we'd get a great effort for them. But we were, once again, resilient. And the thing that we just talked about in the locker room is that we just feel like we're still getting better. We got better this weekend, we got better last weekend. And with a young team, sometimes the maturity of it happens at different times. And obviously we've got a super senior up here who's been great. And we've got Kennedy and Caroline have been through this too. But it's all coming together at the right time, and we're excited to represent our athletic department. And we were thrilled about all the Jayhawk faithful that followed us to Omaha and supported us. And it's been a good couple 3 weeks for us, and we're looking forward to what lies ahead.
Open up for questions for coach and the student athletes. If you could identify yourself and your organization, that'd be appreciated.
Derek Johnson, Kelvin. You mentioned all the fans in attendance and everything. I saw you did kind of a handshake and a hug with Lance Leipold, the football coach. I saw Travis Goff was here. I know Taylor Susie, your former player, was here. But what does that mean, just having all these people who are in or around the program or the athletic department coming for an event like this and supporting you guys?
Is that for me?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we talked in the locker room, it'd be very difficult to find a university playing a volleyball match where your chancellor, your head football coach, your athletics director, your senior women's administrator, I guess our basketball coach was busy tonight, but playing a game, but he's been texting. He talked to the team a couple weeks ago, and ever since then we haven't lost, so he's probably taking credit for that. But it just speaks of Travis Goff's leadership and how he feels about. He just told the girls volleyball is very important to us on this campus and this athletic department, and he backs it up by his actions.
Caroline, I don't think you had any kills in the first set, and you still end up with, I don't know, 9 kills or so. You hit over 400. You had the last kill. What was kind of going through your brain after the first set and kind of moving forward from there?
Yeah, I think our game plan is they scouted to where they would crash on me, so I was kind of a decoy most of the first set, and I think that worked out really well through the first and second because both our pins performed really well from that. So I think, yeah, that's what we did.
John Yasawa with the Volleyball Herald. I guess I'll ask you again. You guys, I mean, we all asked you specifically about the fourth set because you were down 15-11, had a timeout. I'm guessing to regroup because then you went on an 8-1 run. What changed in that moment for you, and how did you guys weather that storm?
I don't honestly think like much changed for us. I think it was just settling into the game and being like, we've gotten really good, especially as a passing group, just being like, it's okay. Like just weather the storm, really doing like 1 point at a time because volleyball, the momentum can change so quick. And we knew it was possible. Like I had no doubt. And once you get that 1 point, then you get the next point, and you can feel the energy, you can feel the momentum, and it gets rolling. It gets really exciting. So it was just more of a regroup. I don't think our mentality changed at all. It was still the same 1 point at a time. We do this together.
Kennedy, can you tell me a little bit about like when your team groups up in between each point? What are you telling each other, especially in those moments when you're down, you're trying to side out?
I think the main thing is like we're finding positives in every rally. Like if we get aced or whatever, we're gonna be like good communication, like we're on it next ball, and then we focus on like taking deep breaths, keep breathing, and mainly just like giving each other confidence.
Ray, you mentioned your team's resilience, and I don't know, I feel like set 2 you had a stretch where you maybe were back against the wall, just they had a 4 or 5 point lead, but what is the difference in those moments to find within yourself to put the momentum on the road against a good team?
Yeah, one of our core values is grit, the ability to show resilience. I think we try to demonstrate that in practice. We brought some folks in during 2 days to help us with that. And I think it goes back to this group right up here. It plays confident, and our new players feed off that. And when they see a steady group of people that have some experience, then Cam Turner's job gets easier, Caroline Bean's job gets easier when London Davis is in there. So, and I think it's our league has maybe created a little bit of that mindset, playing back-to-back nights against good teams. We opened up big play with 2 5-set wins at Texas Tech, an NCAA tournament team, and we were down 2-0 and 2-1 in those. So I think we can draw from maybe some of those past experiences too. And at K-State, night 2, we're down 2-0, and they just kind of look at it together and say, "Hey, we got this." And I said, "Okay, if you guys say so, we got this. Let's go." So, one point at a time, they seem to find a way.
For any of the players, obviously Creighton was the seeded team, the hosts, and then Oregon seemed to be a trendy pick to possibly upset some teams in this tournament. Did you use that at all this weekend? Did you know about it? Did it motivate you to play a little bit?
Yeah,
Have more juice, I guess?
I said this yesterday, but I feel like our team, like most teams that haven't made the tournament or have a really young squad, come in kind of frazzled into moments like this. And I feel like our team throughout the match, before the match, super confident in each other. And I think that confidence really comes from just how close we are as a group off the court. That's just built trust over throughout the summer, preseason, through the season. I think that just keeps developing better. What do you say?
Yeah, I would also, I agree with you, and I think it really helps you kind of sneak under the radar a little. No one was expecting anything from us, and that's fine with me. Like, it's fun to bring the upset, and like, there's no pressure with that. Like, just being like, okay, there's no expectations. We made the tournament. That was our main goal. So, we just play the best that we can, and we'll see how it goes.
Yeah, I think playing just like with a mindset, just like we have nothing to lose. Why not us? Like, and we all did that. We all played 1 point at a time, and why not us?
And we're not going to be favored in our next match either. So that's a good sign.
Does it remind you a little bit of what you guys did in 2015 when you guys just caught fire and got all the way to Omaha? Like, I know you coaches hate comparing teams, but do you see any similarities in just the way you're playing?
Well, that team was hosted
Yeah.
first round, and obviously we had to play well to get to the Final Four. Then we got to play in front of a neutral crowd in Omaha, if you remember that, against Nebraska. But and it was experienced, and it was a different situation. But I think this team is playing as well as any team I've ever coached at this point in the season.
Caroline, how would you compare, I guess, the environment like of an NCAA tournament game to some of your like international play?
Yeah, I mean, they're both big stages, and I think in those moments, I've said this last night, I don't really realize like what is going on in the crowd and what's happening. I mean, during off plays, I might realize that, Kay's cheering loud in the crowd, but most of the time, I'm really just focused on communicating with my teammates, what's going on the floor, and just figuring that out. It was loud, I will tell you that. I did realize that, but it was a fun environment to play in, for sure.
Ray, what was the key offensively for you guys? I mean, no one hit 300 against them all year. So
Is that right?
Yeah. What did you do to keep them, just to stay one step ahead?
We Crawford did drive hard and open up some seams for our pins. And Jenny, maybe you can talk to this. I thought Cam's tempo tonight her go tempo was really good, and it created some seams in the block. So Cam Turner, I mean, the little freshman, she's throwing around out there, making a lot of really good choices. But that's when your pins hit like Jenny and Bean did tonight. That's really going to help. And then in system, Crawford and Langs were good too. So passed pretty well. Had a little fade late, but good set selection, and then great attack choices. When you combine all three of those things, I think you're going to create some good opportunities for yourself offensively.
Question? Good. All right.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.